Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we are not going to answer part 2 of today's video. I am recording this on December 19th at 1:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when this video in particular is being recorded. Now, you're probably wondering why and where I am located. I am in the bathroom. Yes, I do videos. I work 2 jobs. I don't got time to just sit around and just, try to move my puppies and try to calm them in the basement where my tower car studio is. So I'm temporarily placed in the bathroom, but nonetheless, we're just going to move head on in with the reading. I still got content to make. I got content to deliver to you guys. As a thank you and support to all of you guys who have supported this channel thus so far. I want to say I thank you and I love you and I appreciate all of you. If you get engaged with the content, whether you're liking, you're subscribing, whether you're commenting, whatever it is that you do in terms of engagement, thank you. Seriously. The more you engage with the content, the more likely you are going to see not only my videos, but more tarot card readers like me and more tarot card readers in terms of astrology as well. So engage with the content, you'll see a lot more. If you want to be notified when I post new videos or be uploaded new videos, or you want a direct line to me, follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group in the comment section below and in the description so you can be notified when I post next. Plus, you'll have a direct line to me, which means you can ask me questions without YouTube being a third-party interferer. So, we are going to start the reading. This is the part 2 of the previous reading where I just talked about Canada, Australia, New Zealand, France, and Germany. This is the part 2, but this one we're going to spin it because the other video was phenomenal. It was very informative. It made a lot of sense. We had people that we didn't expect in Mission to Power, but it makes sense. There was foreign play. It's not going to ruin the video for you. I highly recommend you go and watch it, and you can better understand what the hell is going on in the world right now. But in this video, we are going to discuss why countries like Russia and China and North Korea are staying afloat. What the hell is going on that they're completely unfazed by all this, while all these other countries, these democracies, so to speak, are starting to crumble in the age of Aquarius energy and Pluto return, not only in the United States, but also on a global scale as well. So we are going to discuss that in today's video. I actually forgot to mention in my other video, it was for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only. So that is what this video is all about. It's for entertainment, educational purposes only as well. Everything I say in this video is for life purposes only as well. So again, thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for helping me and all of us reach 3,000 plus subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. I want to say I love you. And let's move on. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you guys just want to get straight to the portion of today's video. We're going to ask the main general question, and then we're going to kind of touch upon some countries like Russia, some countries like China. Now, in the past, I did get Russia regard to Vladimir Putin. We're going to see Russia was going to have a young male leader right after Putin, but this leader was going to be more of a nationalistic, fascist-style leader, and I would rather much prefer Putin because he is the known enemy and we know what he's capable of. But when it comes to this new guy, well, everything that we thought we knew about Russia, well, let's throw that all out the window. So that is why I say that Putin is probably the better than the guy who's coming, so to speak. But he will be replaced. He will be replaced. I do think that Vladimir Putin's time is going to be up soon. I see it all the time in the card. Let's see that remain true. Okay, so Spirit Angels, tell me. Tell me about the United States. What is going on in the United States? I mean, why did I say United States? What is going on with countries where they are causing the most chaos and turmoil among all the countries in the world, trying to influence elections, trying to intimidate, and all this type of thing. What is going on? Why is China, Russia, and North Korea not falling as prey to any of this energy, the energy of Aquarius? What is going on there that they are able to stay afloat? Or at least it appears. It feels like to me there's a false appearance. It feels like something is afloat, but really it's not. Like there's in a mist, like almost like a fog that we're not allowed to see. There's some sort of blurry vision, but it's going on. It's just not as obvious. Or it is obvious to the government, but it's not as obvious to the people, or at least the public media, or they're not allowed to report on it. That could be it. That could be why. There could be a lack of reporting. Doesn't mean it's not going on. It just might mean that it's not being reported. Because we have the Queen of Cups reverse. We talked about, in the other video, we talked about how the patriarchy was watching very closely the rise of the people. The power of the people. Right, rising. We had this naked woman who slowly, over time, putting more and more clothes on her. She's not yet fully clothed. That means that there's parts of her that are so openly vulnerable. Open to manipulation, to abuse, right? That is what they're saying here. But the Queen of Cups here is telling me that the people in this country don't actually have power at all. In Russia, no power. In China, no power. In North Korea, no power. Because you have this guy, you have this Four of Pentacles. It's reversed, holding on to power. Holding on to everything you got. You just don't want to let go. It's like a child who just won't let go of things that excuse me. It's like a child who won't let go of things that is not theirs. Yeah, it's a child who won't let go of things that's not theirs. And it's being challenged by the Magician card, Manifestation card here. What's telling me they think what they have is theirs, regardless of who it is, really. Like, there's totally disregard for borders. There's totally disregard for the people, the lives, of everything. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's a total disregard for that. A total disrespect, if you will. Sorry, there's allergies. I apologize. So we have the Magician card reversed, while the Two of Pentacles is upright. We're telling me there's some shaky ground regarding holding on to power. Because you have the Magician card reversed, which means wielding your unlimited power, which is the unlimited power source, which is why the Magician has the Infinity. But the Infinity is reversed, it's heading in this direction downward. Right? We the people feel down. We the people feel down. But then the Magician card, the leadership with the leaders, can't hold on to that power forever. They can't dissuade people forever. And there will be a decision that's coming. And this is talking about China, Russia, North Korea, and all other countries that aren't really appearing as if they are being affected. That is because the media is influencing all this. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of Swords reverse, followed by the government. There's not a change in the government or the vote pattern of people because they actually don't have a vote. They can't cast their vote. But instead, there's a rebellion. I think if there was something going on with Aquarius, the reason why like countries like Russia, China, and North Korea, and all other countries that aren't being affected or don't appear to be affected at this point in time is because they are going to undergo rebellion. Or undergo a riot, or something's going to be forced out, an overthrow, or something like that. Something that forces something because elections are useless in the nation in which it's occurring. Like, they know that they don't have power in the elections and how they vote. They can't vote with their voice. They can't make their voices heard. So they're going to use other methods, other means to make their voices heard. Even if that resorts to violence, even if that resorts to forced removal of some type. That is what I'm seeing. The reason why the countries aren't having the problems they're having, at least on the surface, is because, well, they don't have the democratic institutional means to be able to create change. And the only way to create those changes is by forced revolution, forced change is what it is. It's forced change at this point. That's why they appear to look fine, but they're really not fine. What we have here, we have the Strength card reverse, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Pentacles waiting, There's a deliverance of information regarding the weakness of the country. I think there's a lot of countries that are actually weak. And once there's a vulnerability that is exposed about that leader, that's when people start protesting. That's when people start rioting and getting on these people's nerves. And that's the fall of the patriarchy in those countries. So I think it's saying here that, oh, it may not appear to be, bubbling at the surface, but that doesn't mean the pot isn't being cooked. Right? Doesn't mean that it's not being cooked. As you're talking about all the countries that don't appear to be affected, well, one of those countries that's not being affected right now is the United States. So the United States is in that category. So the United States is in this category. So I guess we're going to have to add the United States in here as well. So we'll see, because the United States doesn't seem to be affected at the moment by Aquarius, because Aquarius means a change in leadership. Right now we have the election, but that doesn't mean a change in leadership, because it didn't really happen like that, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's see. The first country we're going to touch upon is going to be Russia. Then it's going to be China, probably North Korea, then the United States. But I don't know. It depends on my energy and what order it comes up in, according to when I finish each reading for each country. Okay, this video is going to be probably a little shorter than the first part, because, well, I have to go to bed. I have to get up early tomorrow morning. So, try to make this as quick as possible, but I'm not going to rush this. This is a very important video. I don't think a lot of you guys are going to be watching, but, you might just surprise me. But I don't think it's going to go over 1,000. I think it's going to be kind of like a low video. I think this is kind of like a low interest video, even though it should be a high interest, but just people just don't care. I don't think they are interested in the topic, or they don't understand the severity of the impact of leadership around the world. I don't know. I just feel like there's an empty energy here. There's an empty energy. It's almost like there's like silence right now. Pure silence. Like people are just, I don't know, maybe you guys are in a state of shock, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. There's a silence here. Maybe you guys should let me know in the comments section below how you're feeling as I read. Because it feels like there's a silence here. It's almost like you guys don't know what to say. Because you guys are always very busy and very talkative in a lot of my videos. But this video in particular, you're very quiet. There might be a lot of you guys are here. Maybe because you guys are just so focused on watching, you guys just forget to be active. I don't know. Don't know why that came in. I don't even know why I said that. Just had to say it because I just felt like the energy was just a little quiet. So if you want, just go in the comment section below and just engage with the content. Whether you like it, subscribe, share the content, let me know what you think, how I'm doing, stuff like that. Engage with content, because I feel like it might lift up your mood a little bit. If things are not going the way you want it to, it's going to be okay. Like there's something in me that's telling me to tell you it's going to be okay. I've never had this interjection before, so this is like the first time I ever interjected in between a reading to tell you a private message to you. The resonate is probably for you. Okay, so this is for Mother Russia. Is this Ellie card even related to Mother Russia? No, I'm closing my eyes right now. I'm seeing no, because these are cards for you guys. Okay, these are cards for you guys. Let me just ask the cards actually. So Spirit Angels tell me about Mother Russia and Russia herself in general, with Vladimir Putin as the leader. What is going on in terms of Putin and Russia? What is the fate of Russia and the Russian leadership going forward? What is going on with the Russian leadership in the age of Aquarius? What is going on in the Russian leadership? Ooh, okay. We have there's going to be no interference in their elections, or because they're the one doing the interference, per usual. That's why that's the only country so far that has the interference in reverse, because they're the ones interfering in their elections. Yeah, they're the ones Because, okay, so here's what it is. It feels like to me that Russia is interfering in their own election, that it almost feels like it's not a democratic institution. Or it's undemocratic. Because they call it, what, the Federation of Russia or whatever it's called? Or the Federation Republic of Russia? I don't even know what it's called. But there's some sort of false illusion of being able to vote, which is why I said there's a rebellion. The United States actually suffers from this as well. The United States is actually categorized as a republic and does not really adhere to the proper rules and protocols of a fully functional democracy. It's not even a democracy. It doesn't even function like a democracy. That's why. But we'll talk about more about that towards the end of the video. But for Russia, though, we have strength here. Strength of interfering in their own elections on election night, but there's a struggle coming. Okay, so it feels like to me that the Russian power, the Russian oligarchs, whatever it is with Putin, even though they're interfering in the election in Russia, come election day, they're going to struggle. So the power is overwhelming against them. But the power struggle here. That despite the interference, the power was overweighed by the interference. We have here truth. The people saw the truth. And Russia, I almost feel like I'm seeing like an effort, like there's a movement here of a country in particular. Instead of interfering in the results, they're interfering by releasing information about their own leader. They're releasing information so that people in their own country can make accurate decisions, almost like reverse misinformation. It's reverse misinformation, like they are purposely spitting out truth. And in the country, it's used as misinformation, but it's really not. It's actual real information, accurate information. And it's what brings the government down. It's what brings Putin down. There's a feeding of information. It's almost like this social media platform, whatever it is. It's what takes Putin down. It's what takes down the leadership in Russia. There is a movement here, but it has to do with a revelation of truth. There is a motion here to seek people and tell people, no, that's not true. This is what's really going on. This is the truth. This has always been the truth. That is why it's coming in. Because it's followed by the reverse, the world card, which is why we had the thievery card, which they're trying to interfere in the result. The world is turned upside down come election day. But despite the struggle for the party, there's a sense of balance in the country again. A sense of peace, equilibrium, and the power of Putin and the power in which they hold the country and the ideology that he's trying to put forth is halted. There's some sort of halted. Something is halted, which is the Knight of Pentacles. He has to win, but then there's a stop here. There's a sudden stop. It almost feels like he had that pentacle. Maybe he wins the election. Maybe that's what it means. Maybe he wins the election. But then something stopped him from moving forward after the election. Something stopped him in Russia. Yeah, potentially an assassination. Oops, I should have said that. An attempt is the proper word. Probably I'm too blunt. Okay, with the bottom of the card here, we have here going back to the past. There is somebody who was there in the past that attempted to hurt him, but wasn't successful. But they're going to get him this time. And how do I know that? Well, I saw JFK in my third eye. So, they're going to get him. He's going to be gone after the election, or the next Russian election, whatever that is. Let me look that up. Because I'm actually curious to see when that next Russian election is. Russian... I don't even know if they have prime minister. I don't know. Russian election. Oh, they just had an election in March. The next one's not till 2030. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, 2030. So that is when the next election is going to take place. 2030. So I guess we're gonna have him for the next couple of years, I guess. So it's gonna take place around the next, presidency. It'll be probably say about 5 years after Trump is gone, roughly. Okay, so let's see. So now we covered Russia. Let's now cover China. Why am I saying like the way Donald Trump does? It's weird. Okay, so Spirits and Angels, tell me about China. What's going on with China and their leadership? What's going on in China? We have the page of stores, okay, representing the Chinese leadership. What is going on with the Chinese leadership in regard to the Aquarius and the energy of we the people? There's going to be a movement in China. It almost feels like the comeback of the Taiwanese people, but in China. Now, if you guys don't know, the People Front, I believe is what it's called, was the original Chinese government in China. I believe that's what it's called. The next card is the Page of Wands. Oh, there's a new leader in China. But from the same party. They're the same party leader, but it's no one new. At least that's a change. It's not a President Xi, so it's something different. It's just the card. No, they told me to take the bottom. This is going to be who it is. Okay, we're talking about China here. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords with them coming in, swooping in. Almost like a new party. It almost feels like this is a new. It feels new. It feels like renewed. Very beautiful, but it feels like the Page of Swords here. It feels like, oh, I'm flying. I'm high as hell. I'm having marijuana. Like that. It feels very high, very lighthearted, very out there. No way. But it's new, it's refreshing. We have here the People's Party in China. They are trying to hold on to power. Trying to hold on. I think they've been running for like 4 decades. Could be 8 decades, I don't know. But for quite a while, actually. We have the Page of Wands. People desiring change. Desiring a new leadership, which is why it's represented by the wand. The wand is looking at the change. It's also looking at the Two of Swords reversed. They know what they want. That's why it's not even decided. It's not even a decision at this point. They want something different. They want a fresh breath of someone new. We have the Justice card, which is the People's Party card in China, followed by the Page of Swords upright and the People's Party card holding on to power. So the people voting, their votes did not count. First of all, again, everything in this video is just for allied purposes only and for entertainment purposes only as well. But it feels like the people in China, their vote doesn't really actually count. Anyway, so it wouldn't have made a difference. But we have here 1, 2. You see the common anomaly here, but people don't actually have power in the countries. And it just shows up in the cards randomly, but it just does. And it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pentacles. Reverse is telling me they actually cannot create change through democratic means, with the false illusion that they can create change, but there isn't actually real change. Speaking of real change, I just got the Toji desk because I took a picture of this a while ago, but I forgot to show you earlier in the first video, but I guess it wasn't important for that video. But it's important for this one. Remember how I kept saying about the Wizard of Oz and why it was very important for the United States and also globally and the meaning behind it? Well, it says here, it's not the end of the world, it's the end of the illusion, right? And you see here this guy and Dorothy and her friend, and the guy is just playing with the machines in the background. It's just the end of the illusion. That's all that this is. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It's just the end of the world and what they created for you, the fantasy world. Right? That's all that it means. That is why it's saying here that the people don't actually have a choice, but yet they're desiring a new breath, a new change, a new sigh of something new. They want something new in China. And we have the Five of Pentacles upright with the Ten of Pentacles also aiding them, which is the line of succession. So I don't know how the government works or the line of succession in China, but it's the Five of Pentacles and then the line of succession, which tells me that the possibility that President Xi in China could fall ill, could become sick, could die, could resign, whatever it is, there's something that's changing, that's coming soon. And it revolves around the line of succession, the next leader in power, which would be the People's Party, which is why I felt like the people don't actually vote. Because it feels like their vote doesn't even matter. Even if they were voting, it doesn't matter anyway because it's not the decision for them. Somebody else makes the decision on their behalf. And we have here who it is. God, this woman keeps coming up. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Pentacles reverse. This is telling me somebody who is not willing to hold back. This is a woman who's not ready and willing to hold back. I feel strongly like it's going to be a woman this time. But why are there so many women all of a sudden just suddenly popping up out of nowhere? It feels like a skinny woman who's brunette. But it almost feels like in a way like she's there, she's tough, but she gives that masculine corporate vibe. Like she is that CEO energy. Like she's not that, oh, let's do things the peaceful way. No. She's there for money. She's there for business. That's all she is. She ain't messing around. She's like comparable to like a woman in the military who is like, you know, what do you call people who are like higher up? What's the rank in crap? General, or major, whatever it's called, general, high ranking. Like she's a high ranking official. She's not messing around. She's serious about what she has to do. We have the Seven of Cups here, which is telling me here that there are going to be a false sense of illusion of choice, but there isn't really a choice. Like I said, it's already predetermined. And even if it's not a female, it's definitely somebody from high corporate, from China. I wonder if there's going to be a businessman or businesswoman. Could be both. Actually, it could be a family. You know, it's very possible it could be a dynasty that's taking place here in China. The next dynasty, the Qi dynasty, or whatever it's called. Whatever his last name, President Xi. Yeah, so it would probably be like the Qi dynasty. But I'm seeing cheese. Like the cheese that you use for your charcuterie board. I'm seeing that. So maybe that is going to be a player. It might be metaphorical. I don't think anybody could be named cheese. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so that's what I'm getting in China. Let's take a look at North Korea now. Alright, so Spirit Angel, tell me about North Korea. What is going on in the leadership in North Korea regarding the Aquarius energy? What is going on in North Korea regarding the Aquarius energies? What is going on regarding the Aquarius energies in North Korea? Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. What is going on in North Korea regarding the Aquarius energy? What is going on? Oh, jeez, I'm never going to go to work tomorrow. I better be going to work. I should not be manifesting that. I won't be late. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. There's also a change in power in North Korea. It almost feels like North Korea become peaceful. It's weird. Yeah. North Korea just become peaceful or become democratic is what it feels like. But how? The people can't actually vote. But somehow it's like there's peace here. It's like almost like a sense of calm, peace, silence. Like North Korea, out of all the country, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of noise going on. It feels like there's a lot of silence Could be metaphor. Could be talking about how the country is silent. It cannot speak, cannot croak. Could be that. But you have the Ace of Cups here, which means that there is a lot of voting, line of secession. The people make a new leader, they pick a new leader. There's somebody else in charge, someone coming in. But it feels like they're following a proper protocol. There's no shady, there's no riot, there's no anything. This feels like the natural flow or order of things in North Korea. It feels normal. Then you have the High Priestess, and she becomes the next leader. Something goes on with Kim Jong Un, but it happens naturally. And then the next person, the next one to assume power will just be elected. Is probably the word that I would use. But really, they already assumed power. There's achievement, lack of achievement here. Oh, we have the Six of Pentacles. That's the card that comes up. Yeah, okay, so the people may not be chosen who their leader is, but it's already determined who it is. Like they say it was already determined. I said elected, in air quotes. Then this card comes up with the Six of Pentacles. Even though I said it will become more democratic, maybe potentially it's the illusion of Democrats, or the illusion of democratic control. But it just feels like it's somebody new. Someone new coming in. But it just gives the false illusion that it's democratic, but it's really not. So if you see like the votes come in and people are like, oh, well, accept the result, we admit that we lost or whatever. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think it's going to be democratic in the way that we're thinking. It may be democratic in the way that it views it, but not democratic in anything related to what an actual democracy is. I think it's called the North Korean Democracy Republic or whatever it's called, the Democratic Republic of North Korea, I think it's called. Yeah, that's why. The Democratic Republic. So I feel like the people in power choosing who the leader is, what could be why I said that the line of secession is already predetermined and the quote, air quote, elected. So I don't know, but I do think that North Korea is getting a new leader. A lot of these countries are getting new leaders. Holy cow. What does that mean for the United States then? What does that mean for the United States? That is the next card that we're going to read. So Spirit Angels, tell me about the United States. Since the United States is under the classification that we the people don't actually have a voice. Why is it that the United States is not being affected by the Aquarius energy at this point compared to other countries like France, Australia, Germany, South Korea? The countries like that, even Canada. Why is the United States not undergoing it yet? Remember, I said everything I said earlier as well. I also very much relate to the United States. What is going on in the United States? There's a change here. We have the Death card. So there's also the Scorpio energy here. The Scorpio. The way we do things is going to be via Scorpio. The challenge. Oh, there's 3 cards here. I love that. Okay. It feels like to me that the 3 cards, this card just showed up out of nowhere. Like it was just, oh look, I guess I'm here. They told me to open at last. Okay, we have the Victory and the Knight of Swords here. The Victory reverse, the Knight of Swords upright. That's the challenge to the Death card. There's a loss of victory here. I lost a victory in the past, which is why it's on the left side here. You have the Death card in the center. What is coming in the future? They told me not to open this yet. Okay, give me more information. Why the United States did not undergo the Aquarius change that other nations are currently facing right now? Why is the United States not undergoing it? We have here is because of the person in power right now, which is Biden. Biden has to transfer a redo of the votes. He has to redo the election, which is why he's here. Because I said in my other video previously in part 1, I said that I was thinking, because a lot of you guys were like, oh, what if Trump cheats again, or what if they cheat, or they get caught cheating, or they try to do it. The thing is, it's possible it could be a setup. That possibly maybe they didn't have proof for the 2024 election. Maybe they don't have the proof, but maybe they need to prove that the proof was there by setting it up as bait. What the United States election is being used as a bait. Because I said that the coding mechanism that I got was that it felt like the mechanism can only be seen when an election is ongoing, but when an election ends, the coding system, whatever coding they inputted, goes deep within the malware system and only activates when an actual election is currently taking place. That's the only time it gets activated. Otherwise, it does not get activated, which means that they need to be able to activate an election to be able to bring forth the coding mechanism and catch it red-handed while the votes are being counted. So, that's just what I got. We're going to read on that in another video and see if maybe possibly it's a setup. But the death card here is telling me here there's a redo, a retransformation, a rebirth, a redone. And then here is the Biden card here, which is the incumbent. The incumbent has to redo something regarding the election or the ballots. So why is the Aquarius energy not happening in the United States? Well, because the ballots have to be redone. And we have the Moon card reverse, which tells me the revelation has come out by this point regarding and being said by Biden that the country, in terms of its ability to manufacture the electoral college. The electoral college comes up in this reading, so I think it has to do the revelation about Biden and the electoral college regarding his own achievements, regarding the lack of achievements, that the result was not validated or some way. Then we have here the vote, the people voting, which is the Ace of Cups, and here is people from all different age groups voting, from all different background demographics, from rich and poor, from college education to non-education. Then we have the Four Cups here, with Biden still has to make a choice. He hasn't made the choice yet, which is why nothing is happening in the United States. He still needs to make that call. I think he's still deciding. It's taking forever, but he's still deciding. And we have here the Queen of Pentacles, the Aquarius energy again, the women. This time it has to do with money. It feels like in some way there was manipulation with money here that influenced results. Money paved the way for presidencies now. You can pay for the state. It almost feels like you can pay for a state now. You don't even need to actually win the votes. You just pay enough for the state, you win the state automatically, regardless of how people vote in the state, which is why it comes up as an undemocratic nation in this category. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of stories challenging the whole reading, challenging the death card. Transformation. This is the ability for we the people to have a voice, to be able to see the illusion that's being cast. What else? What's the final card here? The illusion of the women, the illusion of her own power, her ability to lead. And we have here divine. Divine, the spiritual energy about the presidency. Spiritual energy about the divine regarding the president. And the woman, which is the president and vice president. The spiritual energy regarding about the president and vice president of the United States. They're going to have to fight. It's going to be a 5 of swords. And Trump is not going to give up right away. He's going to fight. He's going to fight as well. But in the end, somebody cut into smoother, calmer water. Somebody's walking away from the victory. Not really not injured. It almost feels like in a way they're going to be scathed in some way, but they're not going to be injured. But we have here election night continues. Maybe this might mean the campaigning again. But here is the 2 of Pentacles. The country doesn't know what to do. I almost feel like even though election day, people, the country doesn't know what to do, doesn't know what to trust it or not. And we have here an illusion of choice. People are dissatisfied with the country. I actually feel like there might be high third-party support this time. And if it was a redo, we have the two of swords here reversed. People already made their choice. Trump is gonna try to hold on to power. People are gonna rise and say, hey, listen, I don't want Trump again. But they may betray her again. But it won't be thievery. It would just be because of struggle. It will be because people are currently struggling and they will blame Harris they'll blame Harris for the struggle that they're currently feeling in their lives. But they won't put a conservative in either. They want somebody new. Someone they never heard of that can't make a judgment. They can't make a judgment on because they are new. So it almost feels like, to me, it feels like the electorate and the American people want somebody different that they're not familiar with. Somebody who isn't in the political spectrum. Not Harris, not Biden, not Trump. They want someone completely different. That's what Americans are craving at this point in time. They want justice. They want somebody different. And Trump is representing the change. But they're going to feel like a fool if they pick him again. So they're going to stop how they vote and think. They almost feel like they're going to think twice before they vote for him again. And instead, the page of cup, which is J.D. Vance, is actually not going to endorse Trump this time. Because his political career ends. Interesting. I'm going to read on this in another video. I feel like there's more information to this. That it feels like there needs to be more. Yeah, there needs to be more information that needs to be read on this. But the moral of the story is that the redo election, and it hanged on Biden to make that call. But the election result is still yet to be determined. And the reason why it's yet to be determined is because it hanged on Biden. Once we really know more about how Biden's going to go, we'll be able to know more about who's going to win that election. I personally think that Harris is going to be the president, but the cards are saying that they want change. They want somebody different. So I remember Harris kept saying a young male in the White House, and it wasn't J.D. Vance. It wasn't anyone in particular. It was somebody we didn't know. But this card came up when I was shuffling, shuffling so I could put it back in the deck, and Harris comes up when I was thinking about it. So possibly maybe Harris is considered a young male by definition by the card, because maybe they see Harris as this young masculine energy, which makes sense because Harris is that masculine energy, theoretically. She is masculine in the sense that, she's a fighter, she's confident. So she represents that masculine wing. Not so much the feminine. She represents more of the Hillary Clinton type wing of the masculine party of the Democrats. So I find it to be a really interesting reading. It's not as heavy loaded as part 1, but I think part 2 was definitely informative, very different in terms of its style and how the countries are approaching its Aquarius energy compared to democratic nation where people actually do have the ability to make a choice, and in those elections, those are being actively actively thwarted by institutions and foreign government to interfere in those elections so that those people can be stripped of their right to vote or to make their choices known properly or to be informed properly. I almost feel like decisions being made for them. I'm saying, no, that's not what you want. You're going to want this. You're going to vote for this person instead. It feels like where people actually do have a vote, there's interference. But where people don't have a vote, the interference isn't needed because the people actually don't actually have a voice or an actual choice. So, that is the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of today's video. Don't forget to like and everything. And also, don't forget to engage with the content. Because the more you engage with the content, the more you're going to be shown not only my videos, but other videos as well. So, I love you and have a great night. And thank you for supporting the channel. I will see you guys all in the next video. Until then, peace out. Love you.